We're back.
Hi.
Hi. We're back for another week of Off the Rails. I'm Eric. No.
Love
Great
it. Good
start.
start.
I'm Aisha Pratley here with Eric Jenkins. It is Sunday, May 31st. How are you?
I am doing very well. Fresh off of a long weekend for one of my good friends' bachelor parties. Um, so I am, I'm tired. I am emotionally fragile. Please be gentle with me today. But otherwise, I'm doing very good. How about you?
Well, I can't even tell you how I am yet. I need more details on this bachelor party.
Okay, I'll hit you with a couple bullet points. Okay, bachelor
Mm-hmm.
party. We went about 2.5 hours north to a great little Airbnb on the river in Maine. And look, there's really no better feeling, in my opinion, than that feeling when you and all your friends arrive to like an Airbnb, right?
Yeah,
That
totally.
feeling is absolutely intoxicating. Where you're just like everybody's so excited and fired up. You're all kind of get there at the same time, so you're like experiencing it together.
Yes.
You're just so overexcited and ready to rip. It's nothing better.
Yes.
So it's like and every time I go, God, it's so much fun. And so then it was let's see, we got up there Friday afternoon, and then we just had a lot of boys having fun. Um, good, a solid amount of drinking. You would have loved it. A lot of games, and then and that's as far as bachelor parties go, I feel like it was pretty tame. No strippers, right?
Okay. Wow.
None of that. I'm not really a stripper guy, Aisha.
Yeah, I actually can see that.
It's
Yeah.
just not. Look, and
I could just see it's not for you.
like, and we never yuck anyone's yum, right?
Nope, we don't do that
It's just
here.
not for me. It's like a tease, right? I don't get it's.
I think that's like the point. I don't know.
Well, it's like what am I? It's like going to a restaurant and not eating. Just look at all the food. Your boy's trying to eat. But
That's
no,
fair. It's fair.
yeah, but no, it was a lot of fun. We had the weather held out. It was supposed to be like really, really cold and rainy up in New England this weekend, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, a little tired today, but
Just a little sleepy. When did you get
little
back?
like an hour ago.
Oh, wow. Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um,
so you're a little sleepy. Look, I was sleepy last week. You're sleepy this week. And
Sometimes we're
by
sleepy. It's okay.
when we when we say sleepy, sometimes it means hungover, and that's okay.
A lot. Most of the time, is it means that.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about you?
Well, fun.
Let me. Yeah.
I had a good week. I had a busy week. I got home on Sunday night, um, before the Bolder Boulder. We got home late, maybe midnight-ish or 11:30-ish, and then the Bolder Boulder was the next morning. So we got up and we ran down to a friend's house, got to see Bolder Boulder. Always a great time. And I've said this now the last couple of years, like, oh yeah, next year I'm gonna run it, but I really need to run it.
Yeah.
Running down to our friend's house, we had to kind of skirt the course a little bit, and in within 300 meters was like some people had set up like a cotton candy machine, and then there were
Oh
belly
yeah.
dancers, and then there was like across the street from where we did our Boulder party was like a keg stand thing. And of course it was like, I look at it and I am more afraid of like pandemics and communicable diseases. So I'm like, that's disgusting. There is a line down the block for people doing a keg stand in the middle of a 10K. Everybody's mouth, all these strangers' mouths are going on this thing.
Hmm.
Um, but it was very entertaining. We had a lot of fun watching the Bolder Boulder 10K. And then the next day, at the end of sort of toward the end of my workday at like 3:30, it became apparent that I needed to take a work trip and I needed to get on a plane at 7 p.m. that same day. So I did that and I flew to New York. I got into New York, like I got to my hotel maybe just before 2 a.m. And then was up the next day and out the door at 7:45. And then on Thursday night, I flew at about 10, just after 10 p.m. to Minneapolis. My father-in-law was officiating a wedding for a dear family friend on Friday. So we went to the wedding Friday. I met Will there. And then Saturday morning, I flew back and Will flew to Florida. And I
Jesus
really like when
Christ.
yeah, I really like when logistics work really well. And like one of my highlights of the week is that I got out the door and to the airport on Tuesday night and I had to like pack for this wedding, right? So like it was just like packing for work, packing for a wedding. You're just throwing stuff in a bag. Somehow I had like cute outfits, whatever. But we had like a wedding bag that was packed that Will brought to the wedding. And then he like passed the baton to me and I brought the wedding bag home. And then so yeah, that was my week. I got home yesterday and then Will just got home. I just picked him up from the airport, which as a rule, we don't pick each other up from the airport, but it was a long week. So I decided to be a nice person and pick him up. And now
What's that rule? Where's that
we're
rule stem from? Like you don't want to like it's give me a little
it's
bit of your thinking on that
just
one.
yeah. We travel a lot, like
Yeah.
a lot. Um and it's 50 minutes, 50 door to door for us. So one person's in the car for 2 hours. Like if you're the picker upper, that's 2 hours.
Mhm.
That's a lot. It's a lot. And there is a
Did you
really
make
great
this
bus
rule?
system. Doesn't it sound like a rule I would make?
Yeah. Sounds like really big. It sounds like there's a lot of
Yeah.
times you'd probably land and you go, Mama wants a ride home.
Actually, no, I'm a really like don't pick me up from the airport
Yeah.
kind of person. Like I'm good. I'm good. I'm going to get there. I'm going to take the bus. There's a great bus that goes every hour or every half hour, takes toll road, gets you right where you need to be. So yeah, and this started back like when we were athletes. And the exception to the rule is if you're flying home from an international destination, you get picked up. But other than that, it has to be like dire circumstances for either of us to go pick one another up at the airport.
Yeah.
We
I
just
don't
don't do
like
it.
to you just don't do it. I
No.
understand that. First off, I love a good bus. Love the bus.
Don't you? I know you love a bus. You like take the Greyhound and stuff.
I love a good first off, I love a nice train too. Very European of me. I love
I love a train. A train
like
of
yeah.
okay, rank your transit systems. Give me
Yeah.
bus, train, plane, car. Bike.
That's a good question. Plane will probably be on the lower end of how I like to travel. The very low. I don't really like dealing with the hassle of going to the airport, of all that stuff. It's just not really my thing. I don't want to feel claustrophobic on a flight. Usually if you're on a plane, it could be a long travel, you know? Whereas bus, it's not like I'm ever on like a 10-hour bus ride. But
You clearly didn't go to Illinois State University for school and take 13-hour bus rides to Wichita State.
I did not. I certainly was not at Illinois State. I did. So I think I'm gonna go bus and plane. Their bus and train might be interchangeable. Number one for me. I like that.
Wow. Okay.
Then I'm gonna go car. Then I'm gonna go bike. Then I'm gonna go plane. I don't even. Well, bike. We can't even really count bike, right? Because it's like
you can't get that far. Yeah.
You can't get that far.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love the bus. Love the train.
I am very different to you. I would go train, plane, car slash bus because I'm not going to take the bus very long. If it's an hour or less, bus and car are probably
Yeah.
interchangeable. And then I guess like bike is sort of irrelevant, but I would probably put car last.
Yeah. Well, it's like I love the idea of like you get your own, you got space. This is in my perfect like bus ride scenario. It's a great seat. I'm all spread out. I've got maybe I've got some movies downloaded. I got snacks at the ready. I'm looking out the window. I'm daydreaming. It's a great, it's like I'm thinking an ideal scenario. Like I would always take the bus. If I'm going to New York, I'm taking the bus. It's like a 5-hour
And
bus
how
ride.
that's asinine. That's a plane.
No, it's not.
It's just like you're wrong.
Yeah. No, I think no. Well, because here's the thing. Now let me walk you through my thought process, right?
Okay, let's hear it.
So the bus leaves right from my town, and it's 5 hours. The Boston airport for me, that's an hour that's an hour plus right out the jump. So an hour there, and you know me, I'm not showing up to my flights like you right when they're boarding. So I'm getting there early.
I did not show up to a single flight this week. I took 1, 2, 3. I took 3 flights this week. I did not arrive at the airport any more than 50 minutes before my flight.
Yeah, okay, exactly. So that would stress me out. We've been over this. Yeah. I told you I'm hungover on Friday, so I don't want to talk about your airport routine.
Okay, so you're going to leave your house. It's an hour drive, and then you're going to be at the airport for 2 hours before your flight starts.
Uh-huh. And then I fly to New York, and then you have to deal with the hassle of getting out at the New York, whether it's like LaGuardia or JFK. And then
you got to get in an Uber or go get on the train,
which could be God knows how long from JFK down to Manhattan. Whereas, right. So you see, now I get on. I drive the 10 minutes to the bus station. I get on the bus. I could pick my seat, and I've got my own window seat, big leather plush chairs.
Ooh,
yeah, and it's 5 hours. And it drops me off right in the middle of Times Square at like Port Authority or something. And just like, and I've had a fantastic morning, right? I get on like the 6 a.m. bus, dropped off at 11 or 12. See you later.
Aren't you car sick?
No, I'm car smitten.
I get so car sick. I'm thinking about taking a bus in
throw a huge
New York
wrench
City.
into your.
Yeah. I'm thinking of taking a bus in New York City and just the lurching back and forth. Like I could almost throw up just thinking about it.
Yeah, no, I don't have that problem.
Lucky you.
Yeah. So yeah, that's my bus routine.
Okay. I am understanding. I'm not saying I would make the same choice as you, but I'm understanding.
Yeah. Okay. I like it.
Okay. Great.
Boulder to Boulder. Let's get back to that for a second.
Yeah.
Or not,
Boulder.
I said Boulder to Boulder. Drop the 2, Boulder.
Yeah. I just discreetly corrected you because I know you're in a fragile state and I don't want you to be upset.
It's okay. I'm doing a little self check.
Okay.
Looks like an absolute blast. But let's talk about so you were doing I'm guessing you didn't participate in the communal keg stand, or did you?
Absolutely not. I did not participate. No. There were people at our party that went across the street after everybody was done and did the keg stand. So here's what happens when you're spectating. They run all of the community racers first. And I think it's almost 50,000 people that run Bolder Boulder. So like Huge. Think costumes, think whatever. And if you're a Boulder local, what you do is you go race your first lap, so you run relatively fast, and then you come back around for the party lap. So it's like it couldn't be a more Boulder thing to say like, oh yeah, I'm running the Bolder Boulder 10K, but you actually run 20K because you do it twice. Like that is just
Well,
like
you
such
don't
a
need to do it.
you don't need
Most
to, but
people do
that's
it
what everybody
twice.
does. But most people do it twice to go do the party lap. So you do the race like a normal race, and then you go through and you hit the cotton candy stand, and you hit the person that has the strips of bacon, and you do all the slip and slides, and you do the keg stands, and you
Mm.
go through the experience of it. Um, so that is what happens. And then there's a break, then there's a lull. And in that lull, this party that I was at, there were all these little kids. And so they do like a little kids race around the park. It's unofficial, but it's very, very cute. So you just keep yourself occupied for 20 minutes or so. And then the pros come through. So that's why you get all these awesome images of Folsom Field, the pros finishing in Folsom Field to a packed house, is because they run the elites last. Which means it's like noon in Boulder on Memorial Day. It's hot as shit. It's at
Mm.
altitude.
Yeah.
And the pros come through, and it's just so fun because then you like get to root for the pros and you're not distracted by anybody else. And then the pros finish in Folsom. It's very cool.
That is, I do. I like the party laps. Does sound like a really fun time.
Doesn't
It's like a
it?
tough. It's become you do the race and then it's like a tough mudder or like one of those Spartan races where you
Yeah.
run and then there's like an obstacle course. Except these
Yes.
obstacles are cotton candy and a community keg stand and
Yes.
bacon.
Yeah. Yeah.
That does sound.
Maybe
I'm
some
back
Jello
in. That sounds fun.
shots.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
would be a big
Doesn't it sound
mileage
so
day for
fun?
me, but that does sound
Me
like a
too.
really fun time.
And it's not an easy course. Boulder is hilly. So it's
Yeah.
just it's a tough day, but it looks very fun. I saw it's also cool because as running has become more popular in mainstream everything, now it seems like the running brands are activating bigger every year at every year at Bolder Boulder. Before it was just kind of like, oh yeah, this is like a self-service, like everybody's going to be here regardless, it doesn't really matter, we don't need to activate. But now you're seeing the brands kind of step in again, and it was really cute. Nike did like they had ice cream cones so you could like run by and get an ice cream cone and then just like run with your ice cream cone. I thought that was a
That's
cute
that's very cute
cute
on Nike.
activation. Mm-hmm.
Nike's like, we gotta somehow get more cute. Bad guys don't
Yeah.
give out the ice cream cones.
Yeah.
You gotta you gotta shed this image.
we gotta. We gotta.
So,
I'm pulling up. Go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, what were the other brands? I like the idea of each brand having like their own little, of the party laps. Each brand should be doing their own fun little thing. Who's going to be doing the community
Yeah,
keg stand?
I know. Well, yeah, that had to be like, I don't know. I feel like Puma could do a community keg stand, like some
They'd crush
like
it.
people who really get after it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. So they also do like a country race, like Kenya versus USA versus
Yes, I've
Morocco
seen this. Yeah.
versus Ethiopia, and winners this year were um Patrick Kiptu Kiprop and Rebecca Mwangi from Kenya. That is what my AI summary says. Now we need to validate the AI summary, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was hot. It was 80 degrees at
Ooh,
Boulder. What's Boulder altitude? Like 5,500 or 5,600 feet,
I
something
think
like
it's
that.
like, yeah, in the fives.
So ouchie, that'll sting.
So
That'll really
it's hilly.
sting.
It's very hilly. Like the times are always, they really reflect how hard the course and the conditions are.
Yeah, it's
So
very
they're never
hilly.
that fat. It's like,
No,
what's the course record?
that's a great idea or question.
It's probably some guy from the party lap who is absolutely having the time of his
Just
life.
yeah, he was
Connor
flipping
Mance
PB.
doubled back for the party lap, belly full of cotton candy, charged up, ready to go.
Whoa. Okay. 2752 for men, set in
Okay.
1995.
Wow,
by
that's
Josephette Machuca.
we got to get that
And
record
then
down.
we got to get it
It's a
down. And then
that's a
for
long standing
women,
record.
yeah, for women, uh, 31:51, Grace Nawawuna in 2025.
Okay,
So it's not
so
fast.
it's not fast. Very tough.
Very tough.
I saw all like the on guys, you know, ran it. I love it. You love to see the
Yeah.
pros like doing that, like participating in races and not a, they're running it slow, right? I mean, for them,
Yeah, they ran like 6-minute pace or something. They
yeah,
just
they're
like
just
enjoyed
chilling,
their day. Yeah.
which you
Same
just
with Elise
you never
Cranny. She did
see.
that too.
Yeah,
No. It is like Bolder Boulder is such a heart of the Boulder community fabric. Like everybody is out. It's very fun. All the roads are shut down. Nobody's mad about it. Everybody's out on their bikes, and it's one of those days where you like leave in the morning. It's like everybody becomes a kid again. It's like you leave early in the morning because the first waves are like 6:45 a.m. and then you like go home after the street lights come on. Like it is just like
yeah,
an all day like fun, and it's like, oh, you're just bopping around. Like you're either like, we were on foot this year, sometimes we're on our tandem bike, like you're just popping around, like, oh, let's go to so and so. It's like, okay, let's go here now. Like it's just it's a fun day. Everybody's out. Yeah, it's great.
yeah. It does seem like an absolute blast. They do it right over there.
Mm-hmm.
You know who doesn't do it right?
Who?
The enhanced games, Aisha.
They flopped it up.
I
Did
really
you
like
watch?
I couldn't even believe what I was watching.
Tell me about it. I didn't watch it.
It where to really begin? Yeah, it was just so it just everything flopped, right? No, everything was slow. No, I don't know if any of the world records were broken. In any events, maybe I think maybe one swimming event was, but I'm not even entirely sure on that. But it was wild to see. It really was not great. Nobody.
How was the like the watchers experienced? Like
I don't know. You know what? I mean, it was weird. They had, like you saw, like Enhanced Games was pulling in like influencers and getting some
Oh,
PR.
really?
Yeah, like you had Matt James was making some reels. I don't know if you know the Instagram Chad Goes Deep, but they're out there, making some reels, carrying water for the Enhanced Games. It was odd,
Weird. Yeah.
and then let's say, the event everybody, or one of the most talked about events, the Fred, the 100 meters.
Mm-hmm.
I think
The Fred 100 meters.
the Fred 100 meters. Fred won in, I think, just under 10, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like, I don't know what the team at the enhanced, I don't know what the enhanced team is thinking as far as the success of the meet, but man, it and then I saw so Fred ran 9, let's say he ran 9.9, which I think that's 9.95, I think was his final time. And then because we did a pod that same day, I think, right, last week.
Mm-hmm.
And I said,
Yeah.
I was like, the over under my FanDuel line is 9.8, and I was like, I'm such an idiot for saying 9.8. Like, of course he's not coming out and running. Like, he did a great job promoting himself, right, and like hyping it up
Mm-hmm.
and doing that. But we talked about so many times about how hard it is to let's say like running. Forget world records, right? Like 9.8, like these types of times, it takes perfect days for, like years and years and years of training, perfect weather, perfect conditions, tons of
Yeah.
adrenaline and nerves going in. The competition needs to be at the absolute best and peak, not just like the enhanced games. First off, and these guys, Fred has been very public saying he's not even an enhanced,
Yeah.
which looks really, which doesn't that kind of look bad for the enhanced games?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, the guy who won's not even enhanced.
Yeah. How is he in the games of
How's he in the games? I don't even think you should be allowed to race. And I think if you pass a drug test at the enhanced games, you absolutely should not be allowed to race.
Yeah, you get banned.
Yeah, you get banned. If you're clean, you're banned from the enhanced games. So,
were there people there?
I think like it wasn't in a classic stadium, so they made their own little thing.
This is in Vegas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, there were people there, but it didn't feel like tons of energy, insane atmosphere. It's kind of it's whatever. It's not like they're selling out London Stadium and it's and it's insane.
Stupid.
But yeah, it was something to see. It's crazy. I'm like, this has got to be some sort of money laundering scheme.
Right. Yeah. I mean, Peter Thiel did move to Argentina or something. So maybe this is all part of.
It can't even be. We were like, oh, they're selling peptides and other stuff. And you go, yeah, it makes sense. I'm like, now it's not even a great PR for peptides.
For peptides, yeah. Yeah.
But also,
like,
of
clearly
course,
this is a marketing play, but it didn't pan out. And now everyone's like, actually, I don't think I want those drugs.
It's a bad look for peptides, which is, it's like enhanced games like really, really did a number on the reputation of steroids. Not good.
But they're not even good.
They're not like the steroids aren't even good. But so yeah, just weird on all angles in terms of the enhanced games. But and also I was thinking it's like these guys, you take most of these guys besides Fred are over the hill ex-retired athletes who have now had like 3 or 4 months of
juicing up
of training while enhanced.
Yeah.
Like, of course, what do you expect? Of course they're not going to go out there and shatter world records. And I don't, and they know
honestly,
they're not.
It's like a great hoax for them of like, yeah,
It's
sure.
fantastic.
I'll mess up my reputation and I'll just go for a quick money grab and then I'll go get some other job and go on with my life. Like, I think it's such a flop that someone like me, I intentionally avoided watching it, but I didn't even see that much about it because it was such a flop. It just went nowhere. Like, nobody talked about it at all. So I think it's like, in my mind, part of my thought process was like, who would ever do this? Your reputation is going to be damaged forever. Like, what an idiot. And now it's like, well, nobody actually heard about it because it sucked so bad that we're never even going to know who's in the enhanced games except for Fred Kerley.
And I think the winners of each event get $250K. So it's like, it's
a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. And as we've talked about many times, like, if the contracts aren't right in track and field and you're an athlete and you're like, these guys, like, this guy ran 9.95 and got $250K.
Yeah.
Like that could change your mind, a lot of people's mind on some stuff, right?
Are they gonna ever do it again?
I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna sign up. I think I have a shot. I think I can come top 3. I think I can, like, 4 months, get my cycle right, top 3. Just follow Fred.
You just gotta learn your technique. Yeah.
Just gotta figure out the blocks.
Learn a little bit of technique. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I don't know. I'll see what's going on with Peter, if what his status is in Argentina. I know he's got his hands tied with Palantir. But we'll check. I'll see what's going on with him, and we'll circle back on the next episode.
Definitely circle back. What else happened in the pop culture world this week?
Great question. I don't know. I think you're usually more tapped in with the pop culture than me. Have you heard anything?
What's the street saying? I mean, it really wasn't that big not that big of a week in pop culture. I feel like I'm counting enhanced games in pop culture because it really wasn't sport.
That's fair. Yeah.
Um, for my Love Island friends, we know this is that the US season is debuting soon. So, um,
That's
everyone
exciting.
just everybody is just like Christmas Eve vibes on Love Island. They had to
When's
drop
it?
a
When's
cast
it? When's it?
member.
When's it debuting?
That's a good question. I should have like a countdown.
Now, sorry, this might be a dumb
June
question, but
2nd.
is June
June
2nd?
2nd.
Wow, it's right around the
Yeah.
corner.
Yeah, right around the corner. Yeah. They had to drop a contestant like in the last few days because of using a racial slur. So again, the
Classic.
reality TV classic. Like and I am ready to start a career as a reality TV what's the word I'm looking for? Like a reputation scanner.
Which
Like let me
slur
do the
did
background.
which slur did they say? If you
N-word.
don't mind me asking, of course,
N-word, yeah. Yeah.
the big one.
The big one. You can't do that. And also like yeah, why are we not we need to have some checks and balances on who we are electing to be on reality TV. It's a fine line because you have to be out
White
there
guy or
enough to
white
want to
girl?
you have to go be out there enough to sorry, I want to finish my thought. To
Yeah.
want to actually be on reality TV, but you can't be like too horrible of a person because then you're going to do something bad. Like
Yeah.
this.
So you're saying we need to vet our reality TV people a bit more?
Absolutely. So this person is Vasana Montgomery. I would, yeah, she's gone. She's
She's
been
done.
pulled from the show. She's done. She's 25. She's from Beaverton, Oregon.
Wow, she's from Beaverton. Oh, Vasana. Oh, I know Vasana. Yikes. I'll send her a message.
Yeah.
Fuck. You can't do that,
Yeah.
Vasana.
Vasana, you can't be doing that.
But here's the thing, right? Now here's the tough part about your thing with vetting. We need you want to hold your reality TV stars to a certain degree and a certain standard.
Mm-hmm.
But so that's a tough job, right? Because we need to find the line of because we don't want clean and polished reality TV. We want borderline, out of control, sloppy. That's what we love.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But you can find the balance of being a good person and having a good heart, having good intentions, and letting it rip on reality TV. And I do think we can do that. So it is finding like we did it with Jersey Shore. Jersey Shore is fantastic TV. As good as it gets.
Our era of MTV shows was
Brilliant.
unmatched. Like we I feel like we've gone back in a lot of ways. Like we've regressed as a society. And I think we should regress back into some of these reality TV shows. Like let's do less, like regression on human rights, more regression back to room raiders.
Bingo.
I think this is a good idea.
Yeah. So where is this Love Island? Where is it? Is this in the U.S.?
Oh, great question. Where is the villa?
Probably Miami.
Where is Love Island, US? Do you think you could Eric, I could see you on some reality shows.
Some of them.
They're in Fiji.
How is that? Okay, so they're not in.
Well, it makes sense because they're doing it like every day. So they just need to be a little ahead in the time zones so that we can keep up with the daily production.
I thought it was like I was thinking like the real world, whereas it located in the city, So it's just all Americans
in the yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but I really I couldn't see you on a Love Island. Like you need someone that's more intellectually stimulating when you're searching for a partner, but like I feel like we could be close. Like you could be the Bachelor or something that's like slightly higher brow.
Love Island would be like really fun for maybe 4 days,
Yes.
and then you go, I gotta get the fuck off this island.
Yeah. When your
This is
social battery
yeah.
drains, you would swim your way to
I'm like,
safety.
yeah, this is me like backstage with the producers, and I'm like, I'm having a complete mental breakdown. I've already made out with all the chicks. I've had a great time. I'm completely exhausted. I got to get out of here. I'm really sorry. I hate to do this. I thought I had it in me. Just vote me off. Isn't this how it works?
Yeah, just vote me off. Someone is saying racial slurs back there. I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, I'm like, do I need to say a racial slur to get out of here? Like, what do you gotta take? but yeah, I think that's well. Speaking of the Bachelor, wasn't there rumors that at one point in time Nick Simmons was going to be the Bachelor?
There was.
Did you hear this?
Okay, yeah, I was around. I blocked a lot of this out of my friendship with Nick, but I don't know if he was going to be on the Bachelor. Maybe that I remember it was like he was going to go on a date with Paris Hilton.
I remember this.
Was that I feel like that was the rumor I knew more about.
Okay, I think I heard about the Bachelor, or maybe it was the Bachelor, but it was one of those shows. Maybe he was gonna leverage his date with Paris Hilton into the Bachelor.
Leapfrog.
Yeah.
Too. Yeah. Yeah.
But as we know, but due to the behavior of another naughty white girl, that's also done.
Done.
That's
Bachelorette. Cooked.
White women are taking down reality TV shows one by one. What will they come for next?
Ruining everything. Oh God. When you were talking about like getting to an Airbnb with your friends, that is one of my favorite scenes in all episodes or all seasons of The Real Housewives of Name Your City. Is like you go, there's always some drama about why so and so got some room and I had to share a room with someone else. Like I love just the feral scene of arriving to the casa.
Yeah.
There's however many bedrooms. Everyone's scrambling around to find their best bedroom. Someone's mad. I love it. I love it. Like if I could do a montage of those scenes, like that might be peak television for me.
Are you a Real Housewives fan?
Mm-hmm. Certain franchises, yes.
Okay. Well, hopefully the white women don't come for that one too.
Yeah. Oh, God, they could. No one could take down Real Housewives.
It's too big.
It's too big. It's too big.
It's critical mass. It's reached critical mass.
Women would revolt. Like women in the U.S. would revolt. Our country would end if they took away Real Housewives. You cannot take this from us.
What's your favorite Real Housewives?
I like the classics. I'm a Rahoney, Real Housewives of New York. That's my favorite. The franchise is a bit in turmoil. We're looking for, the next generation to hold the original cast, to hold their standards. Those are some really big shoes to fill, some big stilettos to fill, if you will. Love Salt Lake City, love Beverly Hills. Some seasons of Atlanta I'll watch, some I won't. But those are, I think, the best franchises. I've heard there are others that I need to dip into. Don't have a lot of time to catch up on all seasons of Housewives. But if you are listening to this and you have a plug for a certain season of Housewives that I need to get into that's not the cities I mentioned, please let me know.
So what even is the show?
Eric,
it's like Housewives meet Housewives, like go to it's like the real world, but they're all housewives.
I'm having a really hard time processing that I'm having to explain the Real Housewives franchise to you.
Yeah, no, I just am out of the loop when it comes to the Real Housewives.
I'm
Yeah,
ashamed
sorry about
for
that.
you.
I should have opened up the tab and not asked.
So the Real Housewives, it's like of a city. So it would be, it started as like Real Housewives, like actual women who are married to rich, wealthy,
Yeah.
famous partners, men usually. And it's like a reality show about their lives. So you just like get a sneak peek into what they're up to. And there's a lot of gossip, a lot of dinners that get out of hand. You're just like, you're following them in their city and the different friendship the dynamics, the drama that happens between them all. And then
Gotcha.
usually in every season, there's at least one outing where they all go on a trip together. And
I
it's these
see.
like, you just get a snapshot into these really fabulous lives of people that you wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't know what the gals are doing in Beverly Hills. Like that is not my tax bracket. Like I don't know what you guys are up to, but I would like to see your outfits. I would like to see you on your jet. Like I just want to watch. And I also want to watch you dump your drink on someone's head because it makes me feel great about my life that maybe I have my shit together. And I just want to see the hijinks. I want to see what these ladies are up to. Can't get enough.
Okay, I got you. I'm with you. It sounds. I'm sure it sounds fun.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the show Laguna Beach?
Yes.
Like that's. I don't know what age I was when that came out. Must have like probably like middle school. But man, everyone was so hot, so chill. That was my kind of reality show.
Yeah. Like imagine that, but then they're all grown up and like some of them are on
messy, and they're all on SSRIs and Xanax and Pinot Grigio
and drinking and a little Savi B, and you just mix it all up in there and it gets a little cray cray.
One Xanax, 3 glasses of Savi B, and somebody's been talking shit about me. Okay, here we go.
Exactly, it's perfect.
I love it. I think I've seen clips of it, like the outbursts, and there have been some like I think there have been some great iconic memes that have been
iconic memes.
That. Yeah. Like,
you
like
know
that person of the woman pointing at the cat.
Yeah.
Is that's
Housewives.
Real Housewives?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So we owe a lot to them.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay.
If it ends, the country's over.
Yeah. I'll join you. I'll join you guys in the protests.
Thanks. We love an ally.
What else?
Okay. Well, we had some good running.
We had some great running. Let's get into it.
Some great running. We just finished watching Rabat Diamond League.
Very great meet.
Great meet. It's good to see because historically some of the Diamond Leagues are just not as shiny as others, and Rabat being one of them. Like some of the early Diamond Leagues just don't get the star attendance. They don't get, super fast races. Like some of them, I hate to use this word, were kind of duds in the past. And sometimes historically Rabat has been a bit of a dud. That is changing. I'm very excited about that. Like I like the geographic expansion of the Diamond League. I think, maybe it would make sense for there to just be like 6 super awesome Diamond Leagues, and that's probably it. Like as a business and professional sport, like that's probably a better way to go about it. However, I love to see other places around the world getting their shine. So great to see Rabat looking fantastic today.
Yeah, they crushed that. All races were fast, great races. I'm trying to think about the races that are standing out to me right now. I mean, Yard Nagoose picked up a huge win in the 1500, just holding on. 3:30. I think it's a bless you.
Sorry.
I think that was a meet record for him. 3:30 though. I think that's a great outing. I think that's his
meet record.
Season opener.
Yeah,
So
3:30:35.
yeah,
And also the way he raced was excellent. Like to be be the instigator and go out front and string it out from, I'm blanking on the lap that he took over, but um I struggle.
Isak Nader.
uh comes storming and charging from behind with 150 to go. Looked like he could potentially challenge for the win, and great track IQ. Jared takes the lean, gets the win. 3:30:45 to 3:30:43. Azadine Habs looks like he's in better form in 2026 than 2025. 3:30:68 for a third. And then Vince Yadi the Body coming in for fourth at 3:30.9 PB. Love to see it.
We're talking about him again. The Body continuing the hell of a season he's on.
He's on a tear. We love it. Nordos, not a great opener.
Was he in there?
Yeah, he was 12th.
I think Nordos raced once before this a couple days ago.
How'd it go?
Yeah. I think he won. I can't remember the meet that he ran, but I think he
Poland maybe.
It could be, but I'm pretty sure he did. I think it was just a couple days ago. A 1500 for 3:32.
Okay,
I could obviously be mistaken, but yeah,
maybe just too fast of a turnaround.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah, so great 1500 on the men's side. The women's side was it was a non-Diamond League race, which I'm sure is confusing to people.
For the 15?
For the I don't think the women's 15 was a diamond race.
Really?
Yeah.
It was still pretty it was
still pretty stacked.
Yeah.
Okay, can you explain to the folks what that means?
So the non-Diamond League races, yes. So that means that if it's a non-Diamond League race, they do not get any points for the Diamond League qualification system, right?
Right.
So this has no impact on whether or not they'll get into the Diamond League final.
Right. And it's confusing because it's at a Diamond League, but
yeah,
you know this, like if you're watching, this is we're now on like track 202. We were on track 101 before, but now you've been with us for about a year. So when you look at the results, I don't know if this will read my screen. There we go. If you look at the results, and some of the races have a diamond beside them and some of them don't. If they don't, it's just a race at a Diamond League. If they have a diamond, it's a Diamond League race. So the prize money is usually higher for the Diamond League, the diamond races versus the non-diamond races. And as Eric said, you get the points if you have a diamond next to it. They do this because often when the country has some studs that they want to highlight, but for whatever reason, they just didn't get the draw of that race in the program. So I don't know what Morocco's desire was for this women's 15, why they wanted to have it, why they wanted to host it, but they had a woman run 4:04 from Morocco for 15th, but they had this race that, and usually like the non-diamond races aren't as stacked, but it still was like a solid women's 15, not as wild as we've been seeing this season, but Vermini Hailu comes away with the win in 3:58.
Yeah, they had the pace lights for Vermini Hailu, like that's a world-class name right there. They had the pace lights for 3:55. So yeah, they're still, even though it wasn't a Diamond League race, they're still going for it.
Really good to see Laura Muir back in the mix in 5th and 4 flat.
Yep. Yeah, how old is Laura now?
That's a good question. Laura Muir. She's been dominant for so long.
Yeah,
she's 33.
Really good. Yeah. 4 flats. I'm imagining if it's not her season opener, it's close to it. Great race for her.
Great race. And then we had a spectacular women's 8. even in
Yes.
the absence of Keeley and Georgia. Really great 800, super fast. Audrey Vero for the win in 156.56. Sige Deguma second, 157.2. What's amazing to me is like and this is across the board for all races. I don't know why why I keep being so surprised with like how fast and deep all of these races are, but through seventh place was 157 or faster. Like I just remember in a
Wait,
not too distant
so only
eighth and above was
wow.
158. Yeah.
That's I mean that's a tight grouping for how
Mm-hmm.
for the winner to get 156 what was it 156.5
Yep.
and basically seventh is that 2 through 7 are all 157.
It is crazy.
Really
Like, let me
impressive.
just tell you, let me tell you the tenths. 24, 27, 32, 39, 41, 61. It was like everybody just like barfed
So they were just
across the line
all
at the same
blanket
time,
finish.
2 through 7. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
But I
like
mean,
what
great. It was, go ahead.
it's like a what you would see in like a qualification heat.
Yes. Yes.
Like everybody's just like 10 wide on the track trying to get into that top spot, all finish at the same time. But 157 is so fast.
It's fast. Like, so that it's like, yes, it's that kind of finish, but at a really fast, like really fast times. Like I would expect this if it was like a 2 flat race or something and it was like a big kick, but like, no, everyone now is 157 is what everyone runs, but
Well,
great field.
that begs the question, like, is 157 like no longer fast?
I don't think so, I guess. Like we said this last week, right? It was like with the women's 15, it was like, yeah, sub 4 used to be a big deal, but now it's like, what did we say?
It's
Sub
like
what?
350
Sub
if you want a medal or you want to be up there with the elites and like consider like if you want to get on the podium, you got to be able to run faster than 354, 355.
right, right,
And
yeah,
so is that the same? Is that now is 355 the new 157?
must be, or even 156. I mean, it's crazy. And this like the names like Sige Deguma, Lillian Odira, like like a lot of great athletes. Sage Hurtiklecker is down in 8th in 158.1. It's wild that I think you're right. I think it's like maybe 156 is the line of what's now super elite in the women's 8.
Or maybe we'll go like 157 2, you know?
Mm,
I don't know.
sure.
I just don't know that. I just do not know.
Yeah,
People are going to
it's
be on
wild
our
though.
ass.
That's fine. They usually are.
They really usually are. So yeah, the women's 8 was great. The men's 8 was another. That was a great race. Max Bergen looked fantastic, rounding away. Was he 140? Was he
142.9.
142 high? Wow. Yeah, like really dominated it, and he beat Wignoni.
God, this is nuts.
Like, when was the last time Wignoni lost an 800? That's a tab.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's gonna be very tough to look up.
Well, then we're just gonna have to go to my
We'll
friend
just say it's never
Claude.
happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, to kind of dominate a field like that with Wignoni, including Wignoni, is a serious feather in the cap. That's a really fantastic race.
And again, fast.
Yeah, very fast. Like I'm trying to think of the other people. Like Donovan Brazier was in there.
Yeah, he was 4th.
He was 4th. He looked. I mean, Donovan looked a lot better in this race than he did. What was
In
it, a
LA.
week or two ago in LA?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think this was a great step in the right direction. I mean, it's 144, still fast, still early.
144.03. Oh wow. He
Yeah.
and Gabriel Tual from France, they both ran 144.03.
Yeah, great. I mean, to all from France, a couple years it was the Olympic year in Paris where he was just on an absolute tear. Great field.
Based on my Claude search,
Uh-huh.
which I would need more time to validate, is his last loss was 2024.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
I
At
would
at
guess
the
I would
Paris
trust
Diamond
Claude.
League?
I would
At the
trust
Paris Diamond
Claude
League?
over
You
me.
would? Yeah.
Yeah.
In
I
Eric
guess
we
I would
trust.
trust the AI supercomputer over me right now.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Post it's like it's me
Well,
me hungover post bachelor party versus this AI supercomputer. I'm like, God, that's a tough matchup.
toss up. It's a toss up.
In just data? Ooh. I don't like my odds. I don't like what FanDuel's got me at. It's okay. It's a 2024. We'll trust the AI on this and say Paris 2024 for the last time when Yoni lost. But man, he kind of got spanked this weekend.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, you didn't
Don't
think I was
see
gonna.
it.
You didn't think I was gonna say spanked.
I didn't. I know. It's like, what?
What? Freak.
Okay, then men's steeple. So we talked about this last year. Not a whole lot of sub 8 steeples knocking around in 2025. And boom, here we go. 3 men, sub 8, Rabat Diamond League, early days here in 2026. We've got Sufyan Al-Bakkali in front of the home crowd.
Yeah, he's the
running
king.
7, the literal king.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think he's gonna do when he retires? Like, what
Probably
happens?
be the king.
Yeah.
I would imagine somewhere. I would imagine he probably just becomes the king. Oh, he can't lose. It's like you're in Rabat, you can't lose. It's like 3,000 meter steeple, 757, very fast. Wasn't easy for. I mean, he was pushed to the
Frederick
line.
Rupert.
Frederick Rupert,
German guy,
redheaded German guy, 757.
You know what they say about redheads?
Has he ever got? Yeah, the African American redhead guy from German. Is this his first time under 8?
Yeah,
sure.
I believe so. I think he's around 80.
I think he's run 801. Like, I think he's run really.
Last year.
I think yeah. He's
Rabat
run very
is
fast.
always Rabat for men's steeple is always so fast because Al-Bakkali always puts on a show at home.
That makes sense.
So that's typically, I feel like Rabat and then Paris Diamond League are usually the fastest men's steeples of the year, and Frederick Rupert's PR was from last year's Rabat 801.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he goes 757 area record.
Yeah, that's a huge run for him. Who was the guy who finished third and also was under?
Simon Koech. Simon Kiprop Koech. 759.54 PB. It's always fun when you see these like crazy races when it's like you see PBs, ARs, world leads, season's best, like all down. Like when everybody has a superlative.
Yeah.
From the race next to their name. That's really fun. And that was the case today. Matt Wilkinson, the American Silky Wilkie, is 5th in a new personal best of 809.56.
That's a great run for him.
Great run for him. Really just quality all around.
It sucks when like you mentioned, all like the PB area record, national record, this, everyone's got it, and then you just shit the bed and that doesn't happen for you.
Like our friend George Beamish did not have the best day, but we never doubt George.
Yeah, and he's also got some hardware, so
everyone's like, whatever.
Yeah,
Jordy, you do your thing back there.
You had a tough race, but no one's feeling too bad for you when you've had the success he's had.
Nobody. He's
a championship racer,
right? Yeah, like early season Diamond League. I'll try to get some points. Whoa, did you see the men's shot put?
No, I didn't. Tell me about it.
Joe Kovacs beats Ryan Krauser by like a meter.
A meter?
Yeah.
Wow, yeah. That's a huge throw.
Isn't that crazy? 22:58 to 21:59, meet record world lead for Kovacs. That's not the order you usually see those two guys finishing in.
They got a good, but I mean, Krauser has gotten the best of him for the most part, but it's not necessarily like Kovacs. I mean, as far as in the throwing world go, he's a household name
Right.
for a good reason because he's an absolute monster.
He does. Yeah, you're right. He does win occasionally, but
Yeah,
usually, to use your word, not doesn't usually spank Ryan that badly.
you're right. He got like, I mean, I don't know. Has Krauser ever been spanked?
A guy that big, I don't think you can spank him.
Don't judge a book by its cover. He might like a spanking, but I don't think anybody like a meter in the throwing world. He might be he might be a sub. He might, as far as the Dom sub relationship goes, no one really knows.
And we support all.
We say it time and time again, but a meter that's a big gap. I
Yeah.
wonder what did Krauser have an off day or did Kovacs just absolutely hit a home run?
Now that's where I'm not so sure.
That's where we call in Paulie throws and he'll give us the full breakdown.
Paulie throws. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, great result. What's our Diamond League coming up next?
I think that's something that Claude can tell us. But we got it real quick. We got to say, Kung Fu Kenny smashed it.
Oh yeah, yep. What was it, like 1906 or something?
I think you're in 1969, right? Tobogo was nowhere to be found. Yeah. That's a really great run for Kenny. So and I think that's about it. Actually, I think there was the women's 100 was fast too. I think someone ran 9.8 or not 9.8, 10.8.
Was it one of the Clayton sisters?
That's a brilliant question, Aisha.
Yeah, Tina Clayton.
Okay.
Jamaica 1-2-3, 10.85 for the win.
Yeah.
Swept.
Rabat was fast.
Rabat was fast, baby.
Track was hot.
The track was hot. They say it couldn't be done, and it's done. Oh boy.
Did you see a white guy ran 9.89? Was it 9.8?
9.89.
Jesus.
Get on your horse, Eric. Sam Blaskowski. He is a D3 legend coming out of UW Lacrosse. Runs 9.89 at the Music City Track Carnival.
That is Sam Blaskowski. Okay, let me get his name right. Blaskowski. Like, that's a white name right there.
Mm-hmm. That is a Wisconsin name, if you've ever heard one.
9.89. That is flying. Is that the world? What's the world lead? I mean, that's a top three, right?
He's second fastest in the world this year.
Second fastest in the world. That's insane. What year did he graduate?
I think he just graduated last year.
So he's fresh. He's a newly turned pro. Do you know where he's training out of?
Star Athletics.
Oh, okay. That's is that no lie?
Christian Coleman?
Yeah. Okay.
Sam Blaskowski. He is 23. So yeah, fresh out of college.
So big for white guys.
Yeah. Isn't that the fastest white guy ever?
That's a great stat. Now that
I'm pretty sure. I am 99.9% sure fastest white guy ever.
Oh my God. That's fantastic. Mm-hmm. What a stat right there.
Hell of a
fastest white guy ever? I'm going to cry.
You better start training, Eric.
Oh my God. Sam Blaskowski putting all white guys on his back.
Oh my gosh.
Put a little respect on white sprinters' names.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. Well, because like Lachlan Kennedy, right? He's Australian, very fast sprinter. I think he's gone. Okay. I'm just saying, as far as
the fastest white guys.
Yeah.
Let's see. What is Lachlan? He's run 9.96.
Okay. Wow,
Not even
9-8.
close.
He's not close to our boy Sam Blaskowski.
No, not even close. I did meet Sam Blaskowski last weekend. The D3 track world is.
Wait, where the fuck did you meet the fastest white guy in history?
I met him at LA, and he came up and talked to Will Lear, other D3 legend. Will's commentated quite a few of the D3 nationals, so they had apparently they're boys. So I got to meet Sam. I didn't know I was meeting the fastest white guy on the planet.
You didn't know. You had not.
I didn't
you didn't
know.
even. Well, next time you meet him, like put a word in for me. Would love to get a video with the
guy. Okay.
Great. And that meet isn't really known. Is that known for a really fast sprints in hundreds?
I feel like Nashville, Music City is Nashville, right? Yeah. That's usually a fast track.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Like sometimes I feel like it's certain meets, right, where it's like this is where people go to sprint. That's like sometimes certain tracks are where
Miramar,
the distance guys go to run fast. These are the tracks where the sprinters go to run fast. I wasn't sure if that was the case here.
I don't know, but he did it.
He did it.
Next Diamond League is one of my favorites on my podium of Diamond Leagues, Rome. That's coming up June 4th. So what day of the week is that? Oh my God. I'm so glad we have all this track to watch.
Yeah, is that on Thursday?
That's Thursday. And then
let's go.
We have 2 Diamond Leagues this week. We have Rome on the 4th, Thursday, and then we have Stockholm on the 7th. So we're just having ourselves a freaking week. So here's what gets a little tricky. I need to look at context clues, because if you just click on, depending on what link you click, you might just get the meet in like the program and results link might just be in that country's language. So I'm looking at it in Italian currently, and I sometimes can't remember what means man and woman in what language that I'm searching in, but we've had some exciting fields happening. Great women's 5K, really great women's 5K. Of course, for Nadia Bottacletti. So we'll be able to see her take on her home track, sort of top to bottom, great field. Then we've got, see, I'm trying to speak Italian. We have a women's 15 diamond race. So we have a great field. Abby Caldwell coming off of her recent Diamond League win. Yep. We have Agathe Guillemot who was second today in Rabat. Berke Hylam, Nikki Hiltz, Georgia Hunter Bell. We get to see Georgia's outdoor season opener, Claudia Kazimerska, who just came off of a really great 800 riding to the line with Rasheen Willis in LA. We have Heather McLean, Workanesh Masele, Laura Muir again, Gaia Sabatini, and Rebby Walcott Nolan. Great. That's going to be a great.
That's a really good 15. Field.
Yeah. On the men's side, men's distance is not really a big thing here, it appears. There is a non-diamond 800. Actually, this looks pretty good. So again, as you learned this earlier in this podcast, we've got a non-diamond race, but great field. Donovan Brazier, Mark English, Nathan Green is running an 800. Don't see that very often. Bryce Hoppel, Isak Nader, Gabrielle Tuol. So
very good field for a non-diamond
guys.
League.
Yeah, got some guys stepping down. And then we've got a great men's 100. Jordan Anthony, Jeremiah Azu, Akeem Blake, Emmanuel Assemi, Marcel Jacobs.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Noah Lyles, Ferdinand Amanyala, Akani Simbine, Letsile Tobogo.
Oh, it's
Excellent.
a stacked 100.
Absolutely stacked. Like, should we get on a plane and go to freaking
Let's
Rome?
go.
It's going to be
that 100
so
is,
good.
yeah, that's fun.
Very fun. And then we've got Stockholm coming up as well. I'm not sure if they've released their God, I'm getting everything in Swedish. Is this am I gonna get a virus by clicking these links? Nope. Okay. Now let me just go on the record here by saying no fucking idea what any of these words mean. It looks like we have a women's. Oh yeah, okay. I know this is a women's steeple because I know Gabby Jennings is racing, but a Kvinner 3,000 meter hinder. Hinder, that makes sense. Hurdle. We've got a great field. Oh, I don't think we've seen Alice Vino, the French one, race a lot. But for Americans, we've got Lexi Halliday and Gabby Jennings. Gesa Kraus is in there. I think she's in Boulder. I should see what she's up to this week. Olivia Markovic is in there. Elise Thorner, Courtney Waymont. So pretty good field there.
Yeah.
Leah Meyer. Who won in LA? Why am I blanking on her name? I was too excited about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gabby.
Was Gabby second?
Oh, it was Elise Thorner. It was Elise Thorner, the okay. British chick. She's racing. Racing in Stockholm. Gosh, lots of men's 800s. The men's 8 in Stockholm is a banger. We have Marco Arop, Mohamed Atawi, which we're just going to call him Atatui on this podcast. Peter Bull. We have Hangura. We have Hoppel, Lukenhaus, Ben Pattinson.
Wow. There we go. Here we go.
Tual, Wanyoni, Whiteman. That is a banger of a field.
There we go. That's a great field.
Yeah. And then the men's steeple looks very similar to what we just saw, although we're going to add Kenneth Rooks. And then on the women's 800 side, absolute showstopper of a field for Stockholm. We've got them all, boys and girls. We got them all. We have Keely Hodgkinson. We have Anaïs Bourgeon. I don't speak French. That's my best attempt. We have Sage Herta-Klecker. We have Jem Mariki. We have Raven Rogers. We have Prudence from South Africa. We have Audrey Vera. We have Rasheen Willis. I mean,
there we go.
It's gonna be great.
There we go. That's world championship final caliber, minus a couple of the African athletes, but that's a huge one.
Yeah, you're really just missing Lillian Odira, and maybe one or two others, but great field. And then I mean, gosh, Stockholm is a great Diamond League this year. Then you got a men's 15. Great Diamond League if you're a fan of middle distance. So we have Andreas Almgren.
Dropping way down. I like
dropping to the freaking floor. Timmy Chariot. We have Vince Yachty.
Here we go. Let's go. This is where the body goes sub 330.
This is where the body goes sub 330. We got Robert Farkin, Jimmy Gressier, Azadine Habs. We have Jake Hayward. I haven't seen him race in a while. Hobbs Kessler. We have Cam Myers. We have Nordos. We have Yard Nagus. We have Nico Young.
Let's go. Here we go. Did you see that? That's going to be a great race. Did you see Cam Myers just ran one? I think he just set the Australian. He ran like 144. I think 144.0. I do not know where, but I'm pretty sure, unless I like completely dreamed that up, I'm pretty sure Cam Myers just ran an insane 800. Yeah. So he's fit. He's
Sweet.
Very fit.
I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be exciting to see where Hobbs is. Nico Young. That'll be fun.
We also have the mini 10K happening this weekend. I'm going to be there. So if you're running the MasterCard New York mini 10K in Central Park on Saturday, please come say hi and run your heart out. Great field. You have Ruth Chepngetich. I'm going from the top of my mind. You have Ruth Chepngetich, the world record holder. You have Helen Obiri, Sharon Lokedi. You have Jess McLean. You have Annie Frisbee, Wayne Kaladi. Like everybody's going to be there. It's going to be a great race. Can't wait to see it. The mini 10K is a women's only race in New York that is historic. It was established in 1972. So I've never been to the mini 10K because I know do 10K. But I'm excited to go cheer on some women and hit some post race interviews with Allie, our friend Allie Feller.
Wait, did you say Ruth Chepngetich?
No, that's not what I meant.
Yeah, because I was like, wait.
Thank you.
I'm like, holy shit, she's back.
No, I meant Agnes Ngedich.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, no, Ruth Chepngetich, she's just haunting my dreams. She's not in the mini 10K. It's Agnes Ngedich, who we know and love, and is, a diva in her own right. And can't wait to go cheer Agnes. You're not going to catch me dead cheering for Ruth Chepngetich, but RIP. Sorry for the Freudian there. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why she's haunting me.
I was like, I shouldn't let this one slip, or we'll hear
absolutely not. Correct
the
me.
Instagram comments will be hot. But
Yeah.
wow, that's a really fun race. They always do such a good job at that event.
Mm-hmm.
Really fun.
Yeah. Did you run many road 10Ks in your day?
Not many, but I've done a couple. Yeah.
It looks so hard.
Yeah. And the mini 10K, this is in New York, it's mostly around Central Park, right?
Yeah.
So it's rolling hills. That's always tough.
Mm-hmm.
But the athletes are really good.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they run so fast. I don't know. I'm perpetually impressed by how hard people run on the roads.
Speaking of how hard things are, we got to talk about the 2027 World Championship standards have come out, and oh my god, they are nauseating. They are so fast. Like it's the standards have always, like the last few years, the standards have been faster and faster and faster. But now, like the ones that just came out, you go, is this a fucking joke? This is insanely fast. I see the 5K, 12:50. Yo, holy shit. It is wild.
Yeah. Yeah. So there were some changes I have to be careful. I have to be careful of things I say.
Yeah, I know.
So
I know.
Okay, so the design of the World Championship standards for 2027, the system is designed so that 40% of the field hits the standard. So if you're new here, or if you don't know what's been going on, historically, back in my and Eric's day, there would be a qualifying standard for a championship, and there would be an A standard and a B standard. And these times were like the whole field had to run these times. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a world ranking back then. It was just, you got to run the time. And if you hit the A standard, great. And your top 3 or whatever your selection criteria is for your country, you go. And then the B standard is like, some countries did the B standard, some countries didn't, but everybody in the field at a world championship had run one of these times. Now, World Athletics has introduced a world ranking. The world rankings are just the summation of your 6 best performances throughout the year. 5K, 10K is fewer performances. I think it's 3. So you are awarded points based on your finishing place, and then you have bonuses for the how fast you run. There's this calculation that's done based on how deep the competition is, or how strong the field is, what type of competition it is. So imagine the Diamond League races are worth more on the world record, on the world rankings, than some backyard 5K. So a couple new rules have been brought in for this year's edition of the entry standards. One is that everybody should know that the aim here for World Athletics is that 40% of the field has run the time. This is not the everybody in the field has run the time of yours. So the expectation is not that everybody in the field runs the time. This is just like you are truly one of the best of the world. Like you're probably making the final here. You should make the final at the World Championships. It's like a bingo, you crushed it, you're great. And then they aim for 60% of the rest of the field to qualify through world rankings. So they want to recognize the exceptional performances, but they also want people to be racing each other in head-to-head competition around the world. They want to drive people to their events. They want people racing each other because that's what makes for good storylines. That's what makes for good sport. Now, the other thing that you might have seen floating around the internet is they introduced a new rule that performances for entry standards need to be achieved at a category C competition or higher. So that means, as I mentioned, the different races like Diamond League versus your backyard 5K, they have different A, B, C, D, whatever rankings. So the big news is that BU races, indoor races, where
I'm about to say, you've got your fingerprints all over this one, Aisha.
It wasn't me. So for those who don't know, I sit on the Athletes Commission of World Athletics, and all of the comments that I'm making here today are my own personal opinion, other than when I'm reciting what the rules are. But I'm just adding color to my own personal opinion. I am not acting in any way as a spokesperson of World Athletics while I discuss this. But this is what's going on. So
no more BU. BU is out. BU.
People are pissed.
Yeah, that's big. BU must be pissed.
Yeah, they're like, what the hell are we going to do? Well, we're not going to get $35 from every athlete. This sucks.
That's going to change up the so many people's like indoor schedule. You're going to have to step up. You're going to have to step
race
it
a
up.
Big dog. Show up. Rock up when the field matters. I think BU definitely serves its place and purpose, because remember, to get into any of these events, like your world ranking is considered, your personal best is considered. I think that there's a place for a BU. It's almost like the way I see BU is it's a different skill set than like racing. Like it's a time trial skill set. It's to prove to others and to your own body that you can physically handle these paces in these races. Like I think it's important. It's important to be able to have race acumen, and it's also important to be able to run fast. And BU accomplishes number two. It's not, BU to me is never about head-to-head racing. It's about getting in a line and running fast, which is not what World Athletics wants to incentivize. And is my reading of this is like they want people to race each other.
Yeah, I mean that they're basically decentivizing that. They're like, we don't want you. Let's try and kind of not do this as much.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way you can get these standards are in, what did you say? A C
category
or above,
C and
category
above.
C and above.
Yeah. I wonder, I'm trying to pull up what category C. I'd have to like dig through some of the.
Yeah. So
all of this is like, if you're super interested in this, the World Athletics website actually is a great repository of all of the rules, and you can pretty much find anything. So if you're really curious about what that means, they go into detail of like what each meet, like what the categories are and what examples are for the categories. Like I think it also like removes some of the NCAA stuff as well. It really incentivizes, the rules incentivize professional track meets rather than NCAA or BU type performances, and also that one discus field that people go and throw around in the different rings. Why it's on the tip of my tongue. We need polythrows here to tell us what it's called. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Wait, they're throwing around in different rings?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not entirely sure what you're talking about, but wait, so you can't get it in you can't get standards in NCAA meets, not at the NCAA champs?
Hold on. World Athletics. I'm doing tabs on my phone. World Athletics category meets.
NCAA champs should be at least C or higher. That's like a professional meet right there.
I know, but think about this. Like, think about what we've talked about on this pod of like how the NCAA doesn't do drug testing like they should.
That's true. That's a very good point. Yeah. And if that's their reasoning for saying, you know what, like we can't let standards come out of the NCAA system because there's just no drug testing. Yeah, I could understand it from that point of view. Are you looking up the throwing thing?
No, I'm trying to find the different
the classifications.
The different classifications. Yeah. You should while I'm searching, why don't you regale our listeners on what are some of the wildest entry standards?
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me pull those up. I mean, and what's interesting is that some of the standards seemed a lot more aggressive than the others. Like I'm pretty sure the 100 is like 995, and then you've got the 5K at 1250. Sorry, 1 second. Okay, here we go. World Athletics. Men's 800, 143.0.
That's so fast. Yeah, there were a couple I flagged.
I mean, it's just like you're reading that going 143.0. That is fast. Okay, here we go. 400 hurdles, 48 flat, 54 flat for the women, 110 hurdles, 13.18 and 12.6. Oof. The 10K is a very tough one, right? 26, 48, 30, 40 on the women's side. For the women's 15 is 358. Men's 15 is 330. Yeah, it's just incredibly fast. But and I think it's gonna have people being like, you know what, these times, instead of shooting for, and instead of the BU, let's go to BU and try and get time qualifiers. We need to start getting in we need to get world ranking points.
Yeah. Okay, guys, I found it. Categories of competitions. So the A category is championships, Olympic Games, and invitation meetings. Category B is national senior championships for each member federation. So USA's. Okay, wait. Sorry. Category details.
Okay.
The very top is Olympic Games and World Athletics Championships. That's OW. Yep. Then you have DF, Diamond League Final. Then you have GW, which is World Indoors, World Cross, Diamond Leagues, World Athletics Continental Tour Gold Hammer. Okay, because the hammer's not in the Diamond League. So that's GW. Then GL is Area Senior Outdoor Championships. So USA's, etc.
Yeah.
Then you go to A. That's major games. So like Com Games, Pan Am Games, etc. Diamond League meets, World Athletics Continental Tour Gold meetings, which is maybe the LA Grand Prix might be a Conti Gold this next upcoming weekend, or the weekend of the 13th, as an example. Or like the Seiko Grand Prix that Noah Lyles and Rye Benjamin and Vernon and Norwood. That would be an example of the Continental Tour Gold meetings, referred to colloquially as Conti Tour Gold, Conti Tour, whatever. And then you've got B is regional games and championships. So that's like university games, Balkan championships. Don't think I've ever heard of that. Then Conti Tour Silver, World Indoor Tour Silver, and second tier championships. So European team championships, etc. And then B is NCAA Division I outdoor championships. So that does count.
Does count.
So that counts. That does count. And then C is World Athletics Series under 20 events, Conti Tour Bronze, World Indoor Tour Bronze, Asian Grand Prix. You've got some throwing cups, and NCAA Indoors is C. And then everything below you can't run your time at. So you can't run your time at a World Athletics Challenger Series race, which would be like kind of some of these like really small European meets. Like, I don't know, gosh, would this mean that some of like the sound running meets maybe wouldn't necessarily count? Yeah, like some meets that like would maybe be kind of legit, like might not be it. And then they go down from there of like whatever, like area under 18 championships, national permit meetings, other competitions. So it's really just like meets that are like D meets that are like pretty good and that people run fast at. That would be like a BU or something. Like a BU is, I think a BU is actually an F meet. Like they don't have, like, to be one of these meets, like you have to have like certain attributes to become one of these meets.
Yeah, so like you said, let's say sound running, let's say these sound meets, which do a great job, and people go there to run fast. If they want to become a C classification, how do they do that?
So World Athletics, and I'm not going to dig this up, but it's like you have certain attributes that you need to meet. Like you have to have, I think it's like you have to have people from, it has to be an international competition. So I think you need like, and I'm like paraphrasing here, but it's something like you need people from like 4 different countries or something.
Okay.
You need to have prize money. You need to have certain, like, to be an A meet, you have to like give, the prize money needs to be X amount per 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to give hotel accommodation and $1,500 of travel accommodation and all of this other stuff, like airport transport, airline transport. Like there's a lot of like athlete care standards that have to be met, and then like number of drug tests, number of officials. You have to advertise your meet. You have to do, there has to be like a broadcast. Like those are
lots
the things.
Of boxes to tick.
Lots of boxes to tick,
but it can be done.
It can be done. And then like for these smaller meets that they are not trying to be a Diamond League or a Conti Tour Gold, it's like, oh yeah, do I have an international competition? Do I have a rail on the inside of the track? And if I don't have a rail, do I have cones that are spaced appropriately? Do I have the right number of officials? Do I have the right amount of drug tests happening? Do I have do I have the timing chip system set properly? Like just sort of basic stuff that, like, do I follow the World Athletics shoe classification rules? I don't know if you remember, like when people in the NCAA were wearing like super shoes in the 10K, like that can't be allowed. Stuff like that.
Yeah. So yeah, that's all. It's just big shakeups. Changed a lot of plans. A lot of time trials now are kind of out the window. But it'll be interesting to see how this plays out in the future. How it kind of shakes things up. We'll see.
We'll see.
Oh.
We'll see. thanks for listening to me spout off on the rules. You know I love rules so much, and I can get a little bit
I
too
know.
deep into it.
Aisha's really.
Like,
I'm like, should I have brought up the
shouldn't have asked.
standards? Yeah,
Shouldn't have asked.
I shouldn't have asked. I was like, she's getting out the rule book. I'm just. I'm like, I need a crack at beer or something and get a little. She's got
Hair
the
of the
rule
dog.
books out. Yeah. Let's fire off a couple voicemails.
Yeah, let's do it. We had some great voicemails this week. We really did. I'm looking at our time, so I fear we won't be able to get into all of the voicemails this week. But if we don't, we'll probably hit you next week unless we get another batch of great voicemails. If you want to leave a voicemail, our number is 856-279-0080. And with that, I will hit us. I really like this one.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. It's Spencer back again with another distance boys running discussion question for you. Less of a discussion question. I just want to hear you guys take turns drafting distance athletes for a head-to-head, all-out fist fight. Who do you think would win in a fist fight? It's going to be Team Eric versus Team Aisha. I want to hear each of you draft 3 distance runners to go head-to-head. Love to hear your thoughts on this. And let's set some ground rules that they have to be primarily a 5K runner or above. I want to hear distance athletes. I don't want to hear about, Marco A-Rock versus, like, Noah Lyles, I want to hear about the scrawny distance kids. All right. Bye.
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 You first or me first?
Why don't you go? I'm like, so it's just like 5K. Who are 5K people that we want to see fight?
I choose Yomi Kajelcha. Thank you. That's my
I was
number
kind
one.
of thinking that's a good number 1 pick. I don't necessarily know how he would be in a fight, but he's just got a lot of range. He's got a lot of length, big reach.
He's got reach.
Big reach advantage. I'm gonna go with my boy Marco Langan because he's got fucking heart.
I'm gonna go Solomon Barrega.
Oh, we're gonna beat the fucking shit out of you guys. Let's see. Now I'm just trying to think about who are the biggest 5K 10K guys. I'm gonna go Craig Mottram.
Okay, then I choose Graham Blanks.
Okay, nice.
But I don't think he could hurt anyone.
Now I've got one. It's a fight to the death. His life depends on it. He'll have to hurt people. And then for my third and final pick, who was the guy that punched Haile Gebrselassie in the head in the final 100 meters of that race? I pick him. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I'm looking it up.
He'll do. He'll work just fine.
I didn't even think to go with the. It was Josephat Machuca, who the record holder of the Bolder Boulder.
That's the record. That's him.
Yes.
That is what an unbelievable callback. Like to tie that in. If that's not fate and like destiny, I don't know. The Lord works in mysterious ways, but that was fantastic. That's so good.
The Lord works in mysterious ways indeed.
Oh, that was good. Happy to have him on my team.
The puncher is also the record holder. Yeah.
There we go.
Wow. Okay. Great voicemail.
Eric and Aisha, first off, thank you so much for dropping episode this Monday, Memorial Day. Oh my gosh. And I didn't see it in my feed because I count on your episode for my Monday morning longest run. It's my longest run of the week. I work later, including holidays. And after the weekend, I have dried up all my YouTube saved videos and the podcast, and I had absolutely nothing. And I was putting out, what am I going to do? And there it was. So, I mean, those who lost their lives to save us are the number one heroes. So
I think she's cutting out a little.
I am actually wondering if you guys would be able to share your thoughts on the dilemma of having our sport be more popular versus having it be more gotten so much more popular, and that's great and we love it, but it's also been less and less accessible. I know you mentioned the whole ticket cost debate, which I can see both sides of that. Again, I think it's a accessibility versus popularity issue. And then my personal experience is like Boston. I would love to go back, you know, that you're there and Allie's there, but I can't afford it anymore. And I mean, even with the whole shoe thing, it's like I feel like to compete at the top level, you guys have to afford good equipment. Like running used to be you and your body, now it's more like cycling. We have to have the right equipment. So anyways, I know you guys are kind of more on the business side of it, doing things funded through Phineas Mag and profiting off it, but you're also empathetic people, and I think you want to be accessible as well. So yeah, I'd just love to hear your thoughts if you can. Thank you so much again for keeping me entertained, and I do have a couple more miles to go, so I'm going to get back to it. Love you, bye!
I love you, bye!
Love you, bye. So she was saying,
I'm having a little bit of a technical malfunction. The malfunction is that my headphones died, so
it wouldn't be an episode
cup.
if you weren't.
I'm taking my coffee cup over here, so there's not an echo.
Okay. First off, great adaptability. Thinking on your toes. I have seen you pull this move before. The caller's question was, what do we think about the sport? She feels like the sport's becoming a bit inaccessible.
Yes. And then it used to be you just get your shit and you go outside and you go for a run, and everybody could do it. And now it's more like cycling where you got to have all the stuff.
Well, now here's the beauty of running is that it's still, in a way, you can just get it. Hasn't changed a whole lot in the sense of you can get a pair of running shoes and just run. But races are expensive.
Races are expensive.
And yes, the top super, you want the nicest super shoes. That's expensive too. But, and I guess it's really just look how far do you want to go with it? Right. Because you could sign up for races and not wear super shoes and, not wear.
I get her point though. Because
I totally get it.
Like it just, that didn't used to exist.
Yes,
You need to buy a $300, I don't know how much they are, $300 pair of shoes to like qualify for Boston. Like that, it just is like, I actually don't love that. I don't love that that's like what we have to do now. So to that extent, I completely agree that like the shoe thing, it used to be more of like an equitable whatever. It's like if you're fast, you're fast. But now there is, a bit of a mechanical advantage, and that to me, I think that sucks. But you're like Eric, you're totally right. Like you still can just put on any old dusty pair of shoes that you pick up at the thrift store and go for a run. Like that is great. Or you don't even need shoes. You just go over and go find a grassy field and run a couple of loops. Like there is still that beauty.
It is it is tough because running is something that people love to get obsessed with, right? And it's like what makes it fun in a lot of ways. And then when you want to become faster, super shoes are kind of like, it's like a no-brainer, and it's almost like yes, in a way, like you got to do it, and they are expensive, and the race entries,
oh my god,
are that's I think the race entries, to me, I know that like there's so much that goes into planning a race, right? Planning a marathon like Boston or New York or blah, blah, like there's so much stuff, but the races are just getting very expensive, and that's on top of already your super shoes.
Right.
So I don't necessarily know what the answer to that is, but that is a tough that I do think that is a tough one. But again, it's like there's only one Boston Marathon. There's only one New York City Marathon. It's not like
Right.
this is something that, because what is a Boston Marathon entry? What's the entry fee? Like $300? And it is expensive, and I don't love that. Because now I'm signing up. I'm signing up for the local races now.
$375.
I'm not crazy. $375. It's
that's for charity. If you are qualified, it's $260, and for those running for an official charity, it's $375.
Okay, $260 is the Boston is what it. If you qualify for Boston,
$230.
You got it. $230. Okay. Still, it's expensive. But yeah, no, I don't love that running's becoming more expensive. But it's
a balancing act.
I don't know,
because we want it to be popular.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, it's and it's getting more and more popular. Like she said, like there's a running boom right now. So I guess it's really just picking like what's worth it to you. It's like what are prioritize what you really want is important to you, what you want to spend your money on. Maybe it's just racing Boston or doing the races and not doing the super shoes. I don't know, but
it is crazy though when you think about, like, I think about the people that work in my office and they're very new to running, and people that are just discovering this as a hobby. And it's like, oh, they get into the run club scene, they're running more, and then it's like, oh, I want to do a race. And it's a lot of like young professionals in my office, and then they're like, oh wait, what? It's $100 to go run whatever, like that it's such a turnoff for someone who's just getting into the game. But yeah, like you said, it costs a lot to put these things on. There's so much that goes into it. It's just, everything's so expensive. I was just on a hike this morning with two of my girlfriends, and we were talking about buying a new sports bra. And like to buy like an actually like supportive good sports bra is like $75. Like what the fuck? Like this is crazy. It like everything is very expensive.
And now that the Strait of Hormuz is down, the race entry fees are just pricier. I think that's what's going on. Once we've got to open the Strait of Hormuz and get these race prices back down. Yeah. I think I don't know. I think that's it.
That's the only answer. Okay, here's another one.
Hi, Eric and Aisha. This is Ben from Denver. First time, long time. I am the same age as Eric, and I think have also become slower at the same pace as Eric. And just wanted to know, what are both of your favorite things about getting slower over the years? I know for me, it's been a great gift. I've gotten married. I've had a lot more time for friends. And I think sometimes in the running world, getting slower can be viewed as a bad thing. So I want to know, what is your favorite thing about getting slower as you get older? Thanks so much. Love the show and love all you do for the running community. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Interesting question. What is good about getting slower?
I can take a crack at it.
Yeah, go for it.
I like that it's, in some ways, even though running is much harder because I'm not fit, which by the way, I've been running like 4 to 5 days a week still. I'm on my streak. And I did a run that was sub 8-minute average.
Oh, you're really crushing.
I was getting crushed. I was intending to go on a 4-mile run, and at mile 3, I decided with a friend to walk it in.
The
last mile. So I did get crushed, but I was sub 8 average, 7:55. Getting better. But anyway, yes, it's physically less comfortable than it was, but it's so much more accessible to me now that I'm caring less about how fast I'm running and like the quality of my training. I can just, like, if I decided as soon as we finished recording that I wanted to go for a run, I would just put my shoes on and I'd probably go run in this sweatshirt and these sweatpants. And I'm not going to really do much to warm up. I'm not going to do anything, in fact, to warm up for the run. And maybe I'll stretch a little bit when I get back. But like the ability to care less is, for me, a gift, because running is less of an event and more of just like something I do, which makes me feel very comfortable of like, oh yeah, this is a tool for me to feel better about life. Like it's where I feel I've never regretted a run. Like I come back and I'm like, wow, that was great. But there's not just this like, oh, I've got to have my Garmin needs to be charged, and where's my heart rate monitor strap, and where is my band to do my pre-run exercises, and like how many miles are on this pair of shoes, and did I have my collagen, and did I do the whatever. It's like, no, I just jogged a little bit. We're cool.
Yeah, I like that what you're saying. It is, I do think like the best part about where I'm at now is probably just the overall relationship you have with running now as a whole. When it's, I think when it's not only your job but your biggest passion, it just becomes too much of your entire world. And so it's, for me at least, it was very easy to kind of overanalyze everything. And
Totally.
it was very easy to hyperfixate on a lot of things instead of really just kind of being real, loose with it and having more of a relaxed approach. And now it's like you said, and that's what I kind of meant by it's still accessible. Like to the last question, like I could never race another day in my life. And I still love running. I'll still go out there and I'll still run, because it's not, a lot of people are that. And that's what I meant by running's accessible. Racing is getting less accessible, but running will always be accessible. And yeah, I mean, it's fun to, it's the best part of getting started. It's still fun to run. It doesn't need to be training. It doesn't need to be training.
Right. That's
it
such a
doesn't.
difference.
The person who, if you only like running because you're training for a race, you're not gonna enjoy running like somebody who just likes getting out there and going for a run.
Right.
Like not every person who it doesn't always need to be training for something. You're just going out because it makes you feel good. So it's like, I think that's the best part about getting slower is just the change of the relationship you have with running.
Exactly. Okay, you got time for two more?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Hey guys, this is Owen, longtime listener, second time caller. I was unsuccessful getting my first voicemail on the show, so
Well, here you are.
I'm 0% about running. I recently got tickets to see my favorite artist, Olivia Rodrigo, in concert. Very excited. And I was wondering, for each of you guys, what is your favorite concert you've ever been to? And what is like your dream artist to see in concert that you never have? All right. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye. Favorite concert experience. First, let's see what comes to the top of my mind. It was my freshman year college. It might have even been high school. It might have been senior year high school. But it was Mac Miller when he was kind of first getting really popular after he dropped his mixtape Kids. I don't know if you're familiar with Mac Miller's discography, but he dropped this mixtape Kids. It was kind of like his really burst onto the scene moment. And me and all my friends saw him in Boston at like a really small venue called the Middle East Club.
Mm.
And it's like 200 people, very, very fun, fond memories. So I think I'm going to go with that for my best live music thing. I also don't really go to a lot of concerts. That's something about me. So it's not like I have like tons and tons of things to choose from. So go to like probably like 5 concerts.
That actually surprises me because you like music.
I love music, but I'm not like, I don't really want to like, you want to talk about inaccessible. Let's talk about, you want to talk about concert tickets?
Very expensive.
To see, especially if you don't have good seats, paying like an arm and a leg to go be in a balcony and they're just like a tiny little dot on stage. I don't like that.
For sure. I think you're right there. For me, 2 are standing out. One is in 2016, I went to the Formation tour and saw Beyonce. DJ Khaled opened. It was incredible. Saw them in Nashville with a good friend. And then last year, Willie and I went on a date to LCD Sound System at Red Rocks, which was incredible. Our first dance song was Dance Yourself Clean by LCD Sound System. Not really a typical love song choice for people getting married, but we really liked it and we liked the drop and we wanted everyone to dance. So that's what we chose. And it was really great. Our 10-year anniversary is this year, which is crazy. So we had a lot of fun seeing LCD last year. And Red Rock, like any concert at Red Rocks.
Yeah, Red Rocks looks really cool.
Yeah, I saw Maggie Rogers at Red Rocks. Also, that's probably my podium of like my best concerts that I've been to. Big Maggie Rogers girl. But concert I'm most excited about, and I'm actually going, and I'm not going to USA's. Spoiler alert, because I'm seeing Olivia Dean in Denver.
That's a crazy way to drop that you're not going to be at USA's.
Sorry.
But have fun at Olivia Dean.
Yeah. Our overlords are going to be listening to this like, wait, what?
What the fuck? That's a crazy way to tell us, but sure.
Crazy, but okay. And I'm sorry. I feel like I do bring a lot. I'm like a great personality hire for Cydia. So I'm sad that I won't be able to bring the vibes that I know you are always looking forward to.
Wait, when is your concert weekend /USA's?
End of July. The last weekend in July, right?
Okay, that sounds. I think it's something around there.
Something like that, yeah.
Well, okay. I guess I'll process the. I'll process you not being at USA's. I guess thanks for telling me. Yeah, last one.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What's up, Eric and Aisha, or Aisha and Eric? Given that I just checked your Instagrams, and Aisha, you have a very, very solid 60.5K or 60.6K followers. Eric, got a lot, 14.5. I think we can bump those numbers up.
Roasted.
Having said that, it's not why I'm calling. I would like y'all to just throw out all journalistic integrity and recklessly speculate, or even just subject matter expert integrity, and recklessly speculate. Have we seen the best of Jakob Ingebrigtsen? I really hope not. I really want to see that guy break the mile record or the 1,500-meter record, and I really don't know how to think about it, and I would love some words of wisdom on this topic from y'all. Thank you so much. And before I go, let me just say, Eric Jenkins, you got the coolest name, man. Jenkins is just a top-tier legacy name. In my mind, it's just preloaded with like a front porch, a rocking chair, a jug of, I don't know, Olipop, not moonshine or something. And it's just like old-timey. Like, it's going to carry you into your golden years so smoothly. Kids are just going to be like, that house up there, it's where old man Jenkins lives. Lean into it, man. Anyway, love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
I'll be fine.
Well, Old Man Jenkins is like I don't know where that's from, but everybody like Old Man Jenkins is that's been around. Let's see what was his oh yeah, Jakob Ingebrigtsen. No one's ever said like Jenkins
Old
is
Man
such a last
Jenkins
sick
is from
name.
the SpongeBob movie.
Is that what it is from? Okay.
Have you seen the SpongeBob movie?
I mean, I must have. I knew it was from something.
Yeah, it's from SpongeBob. He's according to the internet, he is a recurring
Character in SpongeBob.
a recurring elderly fish character from SpongeBob.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for saying I need more Instagram followers but liking my name. Jakob Ingebrigtsen, is he done? Is he cooked?
Is he washed?
Is he washed? First off, do we know? Is there been an is Jakob healthy and training?
And I think he's training. I'm going to the gram.
Okay. Well, look. Let me just say. No, would you bet against Jakob coming back and being great? Of course you wouldn't bet against that, right? He is Jakob Ingebrigtsen for a reason, right? And he's
training.
He's training great.
Mm-hmm.
But look, it's all about he's got to be able to stay healthy. It's he's just had a rough string of injuries right now. We've talked about it on here before, right? The Achilles is not a great spot. It's not a great spot. Not what you want to have fragile and be constantly getting hurt. But he's one of the best in history, right? For a reason, and most of that is going to be because of his mental approach to the sport and to how he races. I think. Do I think that when he comes back, he's going to be able to get to the level he was at previously? It'll be tough. Right? Really, the guy ran 7:17 for a 3K. It's just ridiculous, right? So that's that level. When you get that high, it's so hard to get back to that spot. But I certainly wouldn't say it's impossible. Let's say somebody who's been looking great recently and who is a rival of Jakob's, Josh Kerr, right? Let's say Josh Kerr gets out, smacks that mile world record in London. It might light a fire under Jakob's ass, right? So I would never say he's done, but he does have his work cut out for him.
I think an important piece of the puzzle here is that Jakob's only 25.
I was gonna say, I knew he was young, right? But I was gonna say 28 or something. I don't know, 25. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's still very young. It just shows you, because he's been a staple and a contender since he was 17, 18. Yeah. I don't know. That just shows you how long he's been around. 25, still very young. But he needs to.
Josh is 28 and in the prime of his life. So yeah, this is a setback, for sure. But I wouldn't say washed. I mean, it is, to your point, Eric, it is challenging to come back from that. And Achilles, high hamstring, those types of injuries you don't really love to see, because that's the irritation in that area. It's impossible to eliminate when you're running and racing. However, yeah, you can't count the guy out. Do I think he's gonna run the mile world record? I don't know. I could also see him doing more 5Ks, doing more longer races. But at 25 years old with your first sort of major injury, it's in some ways this could be preserving the longevity of his career. He's had time to recover from an injury, and perhaps this is protecting a flame out from, being too good for way too long, too early. I don't know. Remains to be seen, but I would not say washed.
Yeah. And I think something you mentioned is, and I think Jakob's actually talked about this, in the past before, where I think 1500 training is just tough on the body. I think he's said it is much harder for him physically to train and get ready for what it takes to run as fast as they're running. So maybe it does mean moving up, figuring out. It's funny because he's so good at the 5K and he just thinks it's like a dumb event. Like he's
like, this thing sucks.
He's like, it's just not sexy. It's just not the 1500.
I mean, he has a bit of a point. Like the 15 is the sexy. It's like the 15 and the 100. Those are the sexiest events.
The
but
15 is a sexy event, right?
Yeah.
But like, it's also like super sexy, just like dominating and get like multiple golds and like world records and all that stuff. Like, and also like, I'm a pretty big believer. Like, you could make it a sexy event.
Yeah, make it sexy.
Like, bring your sex appeal to the 5K and make it of an event that people think is sexy. Right? You can do it.
Yeah. Yeah. In my opinion, the 5K, like, this gig is hell. Like the 5K, in my opinion, is the hardest event in track. But yeah, challenge for Jakob, make it sexy.
Challenge for Jakob, make the 5K sexy. Well,
that probably does it for us.
I think that probably does it for us. Thank you for the. I know we had a lot more. We had a lot more voicemails, but we'll try and get to them next week. Yeah, please call in if you want us to talk about anything. We appreciate all you guys very much. And Aisha, we've got a very big weekend of track ahead of us. 2 diamond leagues, 1 week. We've got a lot of reporting to come back on next week.
Yeah, we do. Can't wait.
All right. Love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.